Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a empath, and I just like doing these little talks on how I feel about things. And I know I already did one earlier today. I just had to get back on because it was just too unbelievable. Mom went to bed early. She's got an upset tummy, so leave the TV on for Luna in there. Keeps her company a little bit. Cause anyway, so I did a video on the disclosure and how more truth is going to come out and stuff like that. And I get off the freaking computer, upload my video, and I go over to a news station, MSN. I look at all of them. They're all nonsense. I'll even use a VPN and look at it look at news from a different country just to get different sources, like from Canada. It's just, it's all imposed view. People think AI is a threat. Dude, look around. People are already artificially intelligized, by artificial nonsense. I mean, look how many people still believe in the electoral system when it's been freaking just hanging on by a thread for freaking years and years, man. Anyway, so the top cop in Chicago got fired couple weeks before his retirement. He used to be the LAPD cop. I wonder, and that's the thing is these guys, man, they work in these paraguys. Like the first they enlist, and they get all their experience in with shooting and firing and gunning, knowing and stuff, there, and then they get out of doing 20-25 years in there and then go work in the freaking police stations where they look at their fellow citizens as threats, and they pay themselves like $170,000 to do it. It's freaking just absurd. And so he got fired because, the story is he had a long day at work, and then drove his police car home at 12:30 at night. Why, that's the thing. Is like they don't, they save on wear and tear because they're just using the taxpayer people's monies to drive the cars around, because fill it up with the gas at the freaking, for the whole fleet, and it's all free stuff to them, and that's the stuff that's gonna start coming out. Like the freaking dude, the HUD guy down in LA just resigned. He's been in that position for 9 years, making $190,000 a year, and the homeless rate in LA has gone up 33%. I think he should give a lot of that, because now he's a millionaire. He don't gotta work no more. I mean, if I had $1 million, I'd never have to worry about money again, because I would just use that to help other people and generate freaking revenue and keep the flow going. I wouldn't let the flow stop with me like so many other people are doing, Like what they say is oh so important. Everything that is said has already been said by other people, It's at this point it's the package, it's the words and put in certain order, It's the experience. It should be the experience from the mouth that's speaking it, but people are just, I read a book. Blah 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 blah. I'm educated because I went to a class every day for a couple weeks, and then that built up, added up to 4 years, and I paid people. And then you're educated on something. No, life experiences is counting more for anything. It should, and that's all the stuff that's, because the people that are paying themselves to help people, which is interesting. Why don't you? I mean, as a Heyoka, what I'm here to do is interject lines of thinking that are different than the imposed narrative. Okay, consider this. They say there's 32 million people in California. 32, 38 million people. Where are they all? Because if you ever been to a concert, you see how much parking and space takes up for like 25,000, So like do the math, That's the thing is these freaking crazy egomaniacs that put themselves in charge and pay themselves exorbitant salaries and then tell people they aren't worth $1,000 a month. They're not worth it. That they don't deserve it. You're speaking to yourself politician. You're speaking to yourself. You don't deserve it because you know you don't deserve it. You don't earn it. You walk around in freaking $1,000, multi-$1,000 suits. You know, you have assistants for everything. You don't pay your own bills. You just, everyone should be able to live like that, or no one should be able to live like that. And that's the balance that's coming in. You know, there is enough for everybody. Just look at the freaking military budget, $682 billion. As soon as people realize that that is a freaking crap and they make the numbers up on that, all the military complex are made up. They're all so old, white, rich dudes can get rich. And it worked. Do you have enough yet? Can we bring the troops home and maybe put that 680? There's only 300 and supposedly there's only, they fucking make up the numbers, man. 380 some, however, Google how many people there are in the United States. You know, you cut that military budget, freaking that is, every U.S. citizen could be a millionaire several times over, right? Right? Change your numbers, folks. You need to get new accountants because the ones that you have, their numbers are off and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So, you know, what I'd like to do is I'll freaking run for a position. I'm a qualified candidate, college educated, you know, a veteran, decorated veteran, you know, have all this experience in corporate America. You know, I know where all the paradigms are broke. I would love to go in there, and the first thing I would say is, you pay these people too much. I would like a reduction of pay, please, and I will show all of them that how you can live within your means, right? Then they'll start feeling bad. And if they really, you know, because they all have so much money now, you know, you guys don't even need no paychecks, you know, because they live like they don't get them because they have so much money. It's like they don't have, it's like you don't need it. Everyone should be living like that. And that is what is going to happen in this next year. And it's going to, yeah, it's gonna more corruption, more corruption, more corruption. How come we haven't seen any stories about one that isn't really corrupt and that has done a lot of really wonderful things for their community? I haven't heard one of those stories of any seat position. No, they don't exist because they are all self-serving egomaniacs. Anybody that lives on that, it's how it is, man. As long as it should be, if your needs are met, you should. When the government started in frickin', they got $6 a day per diem, and it's so interesting. Just like since 9/11, their pay rate went from 140 to 174,000 for every seat in Congress. So now we're paying for $92 million annually. So all those taxes that, you know, the 50% of Americans that are working like minimum wage jobs, all those taxes are what's paying for all their exorbitant egos and freaking, and people are already starting to, you know, get testy with the FTP movement out in New York City, and you know they're freaking protesting and fighting back all over the world. I see, and you probably won't see that a whole lot here because kids don't want to get off their freaking couches. Freaking heck, kids all the way up into the 30s don't want to get off their couches from playing video games. So the freaking all the unready freaking meatheads that are patrolling the streets here, you know, they don't got too much to worry, you know. But maybe people will start drinking cleaner water and their pineal pituitary glands will start decalcifying. They'll start getting a level of wakiness that, oh my God, there's so much more to the world than what I previously thought. Oh my God, I'm a spirit having a human experience, not a human having a spiritual experience. Oh my lawn. I'm supposed to be living, going inside to get in touch and connection. If everyone went inside, they'd all connect to each other. And then they would learn how to connect to each other in an outward sense, right? Well, you got to turn off the football games, and you got to peel off your "I voted today" sticker, and you know, is the world ready for that? There is a way that we could have freaking peace on earth, man. it could happen, or it could go the other way, and we could be doing the freaking, what is it, freaking, people, all that other storyline I don't even want to think about. I'm hoping out for the best. So, anyway, that's the world I'm trying to create. I'm trying to create a world where there is a place for everyone to safely rest their heads without threat of freaking someone coming in and taking it from them. That's all. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.